are welcome to my YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe to get present-day updates. Thank you. Trump ally Tom Barrack pleads not guilty in unlawful lobbying. caseABC News' Aaron Katersky reviews on the criminal case towards Tom Barrack, the chair of former President Trump's inaugural committee, and the feasible implications for Trump and his allies. John Minchillo. Tom Barrack, a longtime ally of former President Donald Trump and his one-time inaugural committee chairman, was found not responsible on Friday of unlawful overseas lobbying charges, a defeat for federal prosecutors in Brooklyn, who accused the billionaire businessman of improperly performing as an overseas agent on behalf of the United Arab Emirates. After a trial that stretched almost 2 months and noticed testimony from 2 former Trump administration officials, a jury of 5 men and 7 female reached a verdict after considering over 3 days. Barrack was acquitted on all charges, which blanketed conspiracy, obstruction, and mendacity to the FBI. The high-profile case applied a glimpse into the workings of Trump's internal circle in the course of the 2016 marketing campaign and the early days of his administration, and featured a star-studded solid of witnesses. 2 former Trump administration cupboard officials, Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin and Secretary of State Rex Tillerson, testified at some stage in the trial. Several former Trump administration and Trump marketing campaign officials, consisting of Paul Manafort, Jared Kushner, and Rick Gates, had been additionally noted at more than a few points. The Justice Department accused Barrack, 75, of illegally lobbying the Trump marketing campaign and the early days of the administration, while performing as an overseas agent for the UAE from 2016 to 2018, and failing to register with Justice Department as required with the aid of law. Prosecutors stated that in 2019, when federal investigators questioned Barrack about his ties to the UAE, he lied to them. Ryan Harris, a federal prosecutor, argued for the duration of closing statements that Barrack had tried to leverage his access to Trump with his UAE contacts as phase of an effort to enrich himself and his real estate funding firm, which attracted massive sums of money from the Emirati Sovereign Wealth Fund around the time of Trump's arrival in the White House. In his closing arguments, Randall Jackson, an attorney for Barrack, advised jurors to see via the government's case, citing what he described as a total lack of evidence. Barrack himself took the stand in his very own protection for 6 days to protect himself in opposition to every of the fees in opposition to him. He spent hours explaining to the jury his long-standing commercial enterprise ties to UAE and how he sought to broker a relationship with the Trump campaign and the Middle East. "I thinking that was one simply a terrific thing," Barrack stated of his efforts. "The thinking of having any individual that had information in each careworn arenas that may want to create some net of appreciation and tolerance is what I be aware of we all needed." But he additionally provided criticism of the former president, telling the jury that his assist of Trump was once in the end disastrous for his work. He laughed when requested by means of his legal professional about the government's allegation that he was working to manipulate the public and spread UAE propaganda. Barrack additionally testified that he briefed then-candidate Trump on his interactions with United Arab Emirates officers as he tried to assist Trump hire recognize Middle East issues. "I talked to President Trump about it and he said, 'You do the proper thing,'" Barrack testified.